Hello Indie Game fan, I'm cleaning up the new releases and updates of December in this video, beginning with EvoMon, a monster taming simulation title that looks like a Tamagotchi, only where the minigames are a lot more involved. '90s kids will remember these digital pets alongside their Digimon counterparts, but this game does kind of combine both ideas together, since you're able to train your EvoMon and to battle to become EvoMon champion with an awesome throwback pixel art look as well. The early access turn-based strategy title Terraformers has impressed so far since its early access launch in April 2022, where their latest update is titled Ocean, where of course you have to consider ocean life forms and are also able to expand and tap upon this resource and should definitely help in your mission to terraform Mars.
Show me what you got. You'll be seeing stars before I'm through with you.
I was pretty surprised to see them's Fighting Herds release a new character in the Longhorn Bow named Texas, since the base game released to a moderate amount of success, but I've not been following the community and the updates from then.
You ain't going nowhere till you hear this.
This is the 8th playable character in the game who is a grappler, where this is the first of 4 characters in Season Pass 1, so if you love fighting games and have not played this, do give it a look.
What goes up must come right on down.
I do also want to give a special mention to Lens Island, Uncharted Waters, the latest update to this survival action-adventure title, where you're on an island and have to do survival game stuff like chop trees and build shelter, but where there's a more involved dungeon crawling action-adventure combat aspect as well. This is a major update to the game, where the experience has been rebuilt from the ground up with a new world that is about 50 times as large as the previous island, new biomes, the ability to craft and use boats and rafts to explore, as well as a whole bunch of new improvements, where the original early access release was promising enough already, and this pushes it over the edge and could potentially be a very huge success in the space. One of the biggest surprises of 2021 is Dead Estate, an action roguelite where you're trapped in a monster-filled mansion and have to fight your way out, where most curiously, they just released the Bombs Away update, which adds a new character named Boss. This criminal uses sticky bombs as a primary attack, adding more variety to the game with new sub-floors, level variants, items, weapons, enemies and more, where this is the second of 6 major updates to the game, so it only looks to get even better. Some of you might recall that Insomnia Theatre in the Head did sponsor a video on this channel, but they just went ahead and pulled a surprise release on me in that I did not realize that this was coming out. However, the reception has been overwhelmingly positive so far, where you play as an insomniac lady attempting to get to sleep, but of course, weird elves and sheep are putting on a show in your mind which you have to deal with. It's an adventure game where you're solving puzzles with fun cartoony art which gets increasingly surreal and weird, although not to the extent of being scary, but it sure is a trip and does showcase what it might feel like when you cannot get to sleep. Another huge title that was released out of nowhere is Depersonalization, an RPG title with some cosmic horror overtones where there are multiple characters, multiple storylines, and multiple endings. It does give off a similar vibe to that of Library of Ruina and is equally as interesting. However, the turn-based combat system is different, with free-form progression for the characters in the story. One huge issue with the game right now is that people seem to be having issues with the quality of the English translation, but I would at least put it on your wishlist for now and check back in through early access to see if the translation has been improved. But it is this kind of weird, out of left field games that showcases the innovation in the indie game space. One of you in the comments did mention Super Lesbian Animal RPG, a queer RPG that looks to be classically designed, starring anthropomorphic animals and has a vibrant look that I quite like. It's an RPG about love and anxiety and has funny looking monsters according to the developers, a sampling of which are shown in this trailer and I would agree. While this game was made in RPG Maker, a bunch of work has gone into this with changes to enemies, characters, and even the environmental tiles if I'm not wrong, so it does show that RPG Maker games are not necessarily rubbish if the effort is put in to make it good.
Hello again, beloved employees of Death Incorporated. It's that exciting time of the year again. New company benefits. I could see you are filled with enthusiasm. Our gracious CEO is rolling out some new perks, so you can expect an increase in efficiency, organization, workload, and of course, overall employee happiness.
Yay. Have a Nice Death last appeared on my list of the best of the rest of 2022, being an early access roguelike platformer, which has been impressive so far, where they released the Executive Decisions update in December. This includes a new boss and mini-boss, with new weapons, spells, and a whole bunch more, where the developers also revealed a 1.0 launch date in March this year and will be on Switch as well, so if you've been waiting for the full release, do look forward to that.
Easier work tasks for our newer recruits. But worry not, overachievers. Your crushingly difficult responsibilities have also been expanded. Our CEO can now choose his starting scythe, and even has new options for upgrading it. A gift for him is a gift for all of us. Upgraded security to make you all feel safe and sound. And some other silly things you lot keep complaining to HR about. Death Inc. cares about its millions, employees. Now be grateful and try to be the best little workers you can be.
We also had a free DLC for this great Metroidvania, where Corrupt mode makes this more challenging since you only have one health point, but there are ways to mitigate this with an alternative storyline and changes to the world, which justifies Haiku the Robot's place among the best hidden gems of the year.